Hi y'all, Jeff here. So this video is for Jeff's cars, and right here I've got a W126 1989 560 SEL. I'm offering this for sale. Now this car I bought a couple years ago as a project. I started to work on it, but things just kind of get out of hand, and I've just kind of given up on it, and I've got a lot more things that I want to do, and so I'm going to offer this one for sale. And in the background you see W124 300E. I may be offering that for sale at another time, but meanwhile, a little history on this. If you go back to the Idiot Car Guys, and you'll see some of the videos on this car where I've had to sort through a few things. I've done a few things, but there's still a lot of work to be done. So this car right here, you will not be able to drive it home. Well, it will drive home, but you might not be able to stop because there are no brakes. I think the master cylinder is out. The brake system needs to be completely gone through. We'll be able to load it on a trailer. We'll be able to start it and run. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start it and so that y'all can hear it, and then I'll do a complete walk around. So there's only one key, and remember, if you go back and look at my videos on the Idiot Car Guys, this car will lock itself. So you don't want to leave the key in the ignition. Now, I have not disabled the alarm system, so if you start it and you're going to close the door, you better roll the window down, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the key out of the ignition. So I'm going to go ahead and start it, and it'll start. It'll run just fine. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the driver's window down. Now, it does run a little rough, but it does have, I've got some 44K in the fuel. It's going to need to be run. It has 163,078 miles on it. I believe the odometer does work on this, and I believe the speedometer does work on this. So those are the things that are common with this era, that the speedometer and the odometer don't work. Has the original Becker Grand Prix radio in it. It does have the climate control, but I can tell you the climate control, I'm sure it does not work. I know that it's going to need to be charged. Let's see here. Let's see, I need to open those. In fact, I'm wondering if the fan motor is not, fan motor doesn't seem to be kicking on. It's not on high, not on auto, so there may be something wrong. Could be a fuse. Doesn't appear that anything's working on that. Driver's window works, passenger window works. I believe the right door window does not work. I'm not going to mess with it because I don't think it works. Driver's side rear door window, I believe, does work. The Town and Country horns do work. The antenna does not. Headlights do. Heated seats, I believe, do. The lights in the door pockets, at least the passenger side does. There's some part of the mat bucket, mat pocket on the door, the bottom of it's been kicked a few times. I mean, as far as this car being respectable, it's not bad. It is a 1989. It hasn't been taken as good a care of, but I'm offering this car for sale, $3,200. I think that's a fair price. It's going to need a paint job, at least on the top surfaces. The clear coat is coming off, and when I go around the car, as I'm coming back to get the camera, as I go around the car, you'll kind of pick up on that, and I do have some other pictures. So there is a little rust right there on both sides. This is pretty common. Plus the front bumper cover has got some rust in it. Those are items that can be purchased on the bumper cover. The other is the rust because the paint has peeled off. A little clear coat starting to come off on the hood right there. Clear coat has peeled off of the hood up here on top, or off the top of the car. But you know, overall, you know, it's not perfect, but the car, you know, the value of these cars is, you know, continually going up. I believe it also needs rear shocks because I do remember watching it when I followed it home. It had a little bounce in the rear end, and it may be just the hydraulic suspension. It does need the the accumulator balls so that they pump up. I have not really dove into it with my health the way it is. I can't work underneath the cars anymore. It's a lot more difficult for me. So, you know, at this point, I'll keep my other 560, let this one go, although I like the darker colors. But back seat, man, this is like near perfect. I mean, it is in great shape. The front passenger seat is in good shape. I will include the high pressure side line of the power steering pump. I believe it's got a leak, plus an oil filter, and the power steering reservoir filter. But overall, you know, $3,200. I think, you know, with another $1,200-$1,500, if you can do the work yourself, you're gonna have yourself a run and driving W126 560 SEL. You know, it's not perfect. It's not, you know, a $10,000 or $12,000 560, but you know, you're not spending $10,000 or $12,000 on it. You have that little spot right there on the seat, and as I mentioned, the map pocket on the door has been kicked a few times, and then of course the sill plate has a little damage to it. But again, for $3,000 or $3,200, you're not going to find, you know, running and driving. I've seen on Marketplace, you know, a parts car for $2,800. Here I'm offering one that's, you know, it does run, it does drive, it just doesn't stop for $3,200. So folks, there you have it. If you have any questions, just you know, go to the Marketplace ad where this is located, and you know, fire away. Again, I'm not going to give it away, but make me a reasonable offer and it's yours. Thanks for watching.